Hi, good morning. Today, our groups will present about our project, Risk Support for Carpal Tunnel Syndrome. For our members, me, Nampoon, law number 8.
Namking, row number 11.
Promise row number 13.
And let's get started with what is it? Wrist support is a supportive garment for people who need protection from painful or weak joints because it allows your wrist to be stable and relieve symptoms of conditions such as carpal tunnel syndrome. And what is carpal tunnel syndrome? Carpal tunnel syndrome happens when their tunnel becomes narrow or when tissue surrounding the flexor tendon swell. These issues are synoviums. When they're swelled, they put a pressure on the median nerve, resulting in pain, tingling, numbness, and weakness in their hand, which is carpal tunnel syndrome. Wrist rest rest wrist sprint. Wrist rest for a long-term use and wrist sprint for a short-term use. Wrist rest help keep the wrist in a natural position. Wrist sprints help keep stability and immobilization. Wrist rest help keep joints steady. Wrist sprints mostly used for bone fracture. Wrist rest mostly used for sprain and tears. And next is about what causes to carpal tunnel syndrome. Carpal tunnel syndrome happens when the median nerve is squeezed or compressed as it travels through the wrist, which that action can be influenced by repetitive motion, wrist or hand motion that you do over and over a long period of time. Examples of these motion are typing or drawing. Hilarity, there are anatomical differences that can cause the number of space for the nerve. These factors land in families. Pregnancy hormonal change due to pregnancy can cause swelling, which in some cases can go away by themselves.
What can make carpal tunnel syndrome worse and what to avoid? Avoid bending your wrist all the way up or down. A more neutral position in the middle of your range of motion is best. Keep your hand warm. Cold hand can make your pain and stiffness even worse. Give your hand and wrist a break as often as you can. Try not to overuse them. Switch off your task when possible to avoid repeating the same motion over and over. Lighten up when it comes to tools and keyboard. More relaxed grip and motion reduce tension. Avoid braids that are too soft. Some people will choose a soft wrap thinking it will be adequate and comfortable, and that is typically not effective. Important things when you're looking for a wrist brace. First is comfort and fit. You have to make sure you don't get a brace that is too tight. Immobilization your wrist, since the whole point of brace is to keep your wrist from bending, so you may want to look for the brace that contain a metal bar or insert, which is a good way to ensure wrist immobility. Valuable price. Value for the price compared to efficiency of product. Correct size. Carpal tunnel brace tend to be unisex. Important thing is to choose size the brace correctly for your wrist and need. Lightweight. A lightweight wristband is important. Make you don't feel bulky when wearing it. Don't feel too hard for wearing long time. If the material is too hard, so it can hurt your wrist and can give more damage instead of healing. So here's a feedback example for buying another wrist brace.
Website says made of cotton. Cannot be cotton. Has a terrible chemical smell. Made me start sneezing. Return.
So most of people who give 1 or 2 stars say that it made from material with a bad smell and it's bulky and not wide enough. And some people say that they have some problem with too tightly and it's burned wrist. Also it's hard to put on and they have some problem with design. Analyze the review. From this review, we gathered that they have problem with too tight, it burning and squeezing that make your wrist get redder and give more damage than healing. And the material has a terrible chemical smell because it's not cotton. Also, they think it's too small for a large wrist and design hard to put on. It requires a person to help you to put it on.
If you are experiencing pain, itching, burning, tingling, numbness in the palm and thumb area or in the index and middle finger, you might have carpal tunnel syndrome. Carpal tunnel syndrome can result from changes of hormones or repetitive motion such as typing, drawing, lifting and more. And that's where we came up with Out Tongnow adjustable comfy anti-odor wrist brace. Our product is made of antimicrobial fabric, cushioned beads rather than metal splint, memory foam and cotton. Comfortable at night. And it's stabilizing and lightweight.
Wow.
Comes in 3 color, formal black, baby tooth pink and yellow green. There are 4 sizes from S to XL. Will be available on Shopee, Lazada, Pharmacy and Mall. In 349 baht.
Tongnow Adjustable Comfy Anti-Odor Wrist Brace. The material we use to produce our product are memory foam and cotton. We use memory foam and cotton because wearing wrist brace at night is effective, so we want to make it comfortable enough to wear even when sleeping. Antimicrobial technology help reduce the growth of bacteria that causes the nasty odor, and it will keep the fabric fresh and clean. Cushion beads. We use cushion beads instead of metal splint because our wrist brace are for minor injury only, not for severe case. So we use cushion beads to give structure and mobility. And we add on a strap for adjustment. The antimicrobial technology fixes a non-migrating permanent coating to the fiber that punctures the cell membrane of the microorganism. In turn, this piercing mechanism deactivates the microorganism, preventing the growth and proliferation of the bacteria. This antibacterial effect is then coupled with the advantage of reactive polymers, whose reaction is coupled to the antimicrobial agent. Together, they create a multifunctional type of varnish that effectively fight bacteria and improve its durability after endless washing cycles. With antimicrobial coating embedded in its fiber, we get a fabric that's always fresh and clean by reducing the growth of bacteria causing the nasty, stinky body odors.
So here's the instruction. First, unwrap the strap and then put your hand in and adjust the strap to fit your hand. Duration of treatment, it will take about 3 to 4 months. If you're wearing it for a long time and still not getting better, you should see a doctor because it could be a severe case. Should wash by hand. Avoid removing as much as you can for maximum efficiency.
Or wrist brace, we ask normal wrist brace. Or wrist brace, comfortable and comfy to wear. Normal wrist brace, uncomfortable and bad when wearing for a long time. Or wrist brace, made up with memory foam and cotton. Normal wrist brace, mostly from metal so it can't hurt. Or wrist brace, lightweight. Normal wrist brace, heavyweight. Or wrist brace, made of antimicrobial fabric to prevent odor or bad smell. Normal wrist brace, made of material which always has terrible smell.
Our marketing strategy. Twitter. Twitter has a wide range of users, starting from student to middle-aged people. Our target group are the working class and the college student, which is typically the group of people that will start to do a lot of typing. Nowadays, many people have wrist pain, especially because of work from home, COVID, online study, online school, and work that requires repetitive motion of the wrist, such as typing and drawing. Twitter is also a platform that has a lot of influencers, such as artists. From our observation, we observe that artists tend to use wrist brace. So our plan is to send our wrist brace to them and pay them to review our wrist brace on Twitter. This approach is a closed approach that is accessible to everyone. Donate to the hospital. We have proposed to donate to the hospital so the doctor can give our product to the target group of people who have carpal tunnel syndrome that needed our product. And if our product works well and they like it, in the future the doctor might suggest our brand Tongnow to their future patients. Our price for the product is 349 baht or about $11. We plan to sell our product on online shopping site like Shopee, Lazada, in pharmacy or drugstore, and in mall. Thank you for listening. If you have any question, please let me know.